What's going on, everybody? It's Chris from Outwest with Chris. I'm out here on the California Delta getting ready to launch my kayak, but before I do, I wanted to talk to you guys about two different reels. This is the KastKing Sharky 2 and this is the PENN Battle 2. We're going to take a look at these up close and personal, but these are two reels that I have a lot of experience with. Fished with this for a good season and a half, and this one for just about a season now. I fished for multiple species of trout with these and also bass as well. So these two reels have been used and abused, and we're going to talk about them. Alright guys, let's take a close-up look and kind of compare some of these features that are on both the KastKing Sharky 2 3000 and the PENN Battle 2 3000. Each of these are the respective 3000 line or model of their respective series. You can get the KastKing Sharky 2 in a wide variety of sizes as well as the PENN Battle 2. One thing you'll notice right off the bat is that these things are not clean. They get used. I use my reels and they get dirty. So they also get a little bit beat up. So just to show you, you'll see some cosmetic dings and scratches on this PENN Battle 2. It's a little bit dirty. I haven't been using this one nearly as much as I did last season, but kind of gets beat up a little bit when it's in the kayak bouncing around. So you can see it's been beat up a little bit. So some of that finish is wearing off. One thing that did happen with this reel is I believe it got dropped on a rock or put down on a rock a little bit hard, and I got a little burr in the lip of the spool. So what I had to do is actually come in with some sandpaper. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but came in with some sandpaper and actually sanded it down, because what was happening is as the line would cross that burr, it would catch and created some casting issues. So with a little bit of sandpaper, I was able to sand it down and eliminate that issue. Now under the Sharky 2s, you can see some cosmetic damage to the finish, similar spots. It's pretty common, some of the stuff is going to wear down as you fish with it. But overall, both reels are actually still in pretty good shape. This one probably needs a little bit of a cleaning and oiling. Need to service it a little bit, but still smooth and just really dependable reel for me. One thing you'll notice with these reels is the T-handle, and you get a little bit of a oversized handle in general on the PENN Battle 2. The Sharky 2 is a little bit more low profile, and you get just kind of a round knob handle right here. There is a size difference in both of these reels. The PENN Battle 2 is significantly larger, and it is quite a bit heavier as well. Now I guess I should kind of go back a little bit. I had a reel of another variety, another brand, name brand, very popular, that I was using for bass fishing and trout fishing. Some finesse stuff for bass and whatnot. And it actually broke, snapped right here when I had a fish on. That was fun, hand lining that fish in. But anyways, I went to my local retailer, was like, hey, I want something kind of heavy duty. I wanted something with kind of a thick bail wire because I bend those occasionally. And they said, well, try out the PENN Battle 2. And that's one thing I do like about the PENN Battle 2. It does have that thick bail wire. It is an all metal construction, which does make it heavier. The KastKing Sharky 2 also has a nice thick bill on it. And that's something that I like being a kayak fisherman. I'm throwing these down and they're getting bounced around in the kayak. So something that's sturdy and durable is going to be a plus for me. It should be pointed out there's a difference on the gear ratio of these reels, which really isn't that big of a deal. I mean, you can fish them both ways. You're just going to have to reel a little bit slower or a little bit faster, or vice versa, depending on what you're fishing and what kind of presentation you're trying to give the fish. The PENN Battle 2 is a 6:2 to 1 gear ratio, and the KastKing Sharky 2 is a 5:2-to-1 gear ratio. So let's talk about line capacity really quick. The line capacity for the PENN Battle 2 is actually a little bit larger than the line capacity for the KastKing Sharky 2. And, you know, that is a consideration if you're fishing really deep, or you're fishing a fish that can run off a lot of line. So something to think about. The way I fish, I'm really only fishing about 40 yards of line at a time. Kind of along the lines of fish running out line, let's talk about the drag. So the PENN Battle 2 3000 has a 15-pound max drag, a stated max drag of 15 pounds. And they achieve that with carbon fiber discs. The KastKing Sharky 2 has 17.5 pounds max drag, and they have a triple disc carbon fiber setup with that as well. So a little bit of an edge goes to the KastKing Sharky 2. The drag on both of these is nice and smooth. I've had some pretty good sized trout try to run on me. Whoa! The drag let out was very smooth. It wasn't jerky, nothing like that. When it comes to bearings, there are 10 plus 1 bearings in the KastKing Sharky 2. They're Maxidur double shielded steel bearings. So they're not a sealed bearing, but they are a double shielded bearing. There are 5 bearings in the PENN Battle 2. It's a 5 plus 1, I believe. And they are sealed stainless steel ball bearings. So a little bit more protection with saltwater environments on the PENN Battle 2. So as far as overall feel, the KastKing Sharky 2 has a nice feel to it. It's well balanced on the rod. It's a little bit lower profile than the PENN Battle 2. The PENN Battle 2 is quite a bit heavier. And I mean, really, it is quite a bit heavier. And that's somewhat to do with the construction. It is a well-constructed reel. You can't deny that. No argument there. But you do get a little bit of fatigue when you're casting with it. I'm going to put these two on the scale, do a side-by-side comparison, because I couldn't really find anywhere with an accurate weight on the PENN Battle 2. All right, so let's get the scale on. Let's put the Sharky 2 on first. So 8.9 ounces is what that's reading. So now let's check out the PENN Battle 2. So that's reading at 12.3 ounces. So, you know, about 4 ounces more, 3.5, 4 ounces more, which might not seem like a lot, but I mean, in the hand, they are this one is noticeably heavier and a larger profile than the Sharky 2. And when you're casting quite a bit, you know, that could add up. As you guys know, I am a KastKing brand ambassador. Just going to throw that out there. So some of you might say, well, of course you're going to be partial to the Sharky 2. Well, that's not really what this reel comparison is about. Both of these reels are good, solid options. I have caught quite a few fish with the PENN Battle 2. I've caught quite a few fish with the KastKing Sharky 2. I've caught a ton of fish actually with the KastKing Sharky 2. I've caught several bass that were in the near 7-pound range. I've caught a ton of small bass with it too, but a lot of 4, 5, 6-pound bass with that. I've caught some really nice trout with it. I've actually caught fish in 4 different states with the KastKing Sharky 2, and it's because that's my primary spinning reel right now. I've pretty much shelved the PENN Battle 2. That's pretty much it, folks. Both are really good reels. I guess the last thing to talk about is price. You know, that is a huge consideration for a lot of us. The PENN Battle 2, you know, depends on where you're going to find it, but I looked on Amazon Prime. The PENN Battle 2 3000 was $89.87. If you go to Amazon, which is one of the only places you're going to be able to find KastKing gear, but on Amazon, you're looking at $40.98 for the KastKing Sharky 2. So nearly a $50 difference. So basically, you could buy 2 KastKing Sharky 2s for the price of 1 PENN Battle 2. That is something to keep in mind. I guess to wrap it up, both of these are good reels. They're made with good quality you know, good components. Both have done well for me. I'm going to continue to use my KastKing Sharky 2 and continue to catch nice fish with it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it when you guys do. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button to see fishing content and other outdoor related content. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting out west with Chris.